the three numbers that reveal your lifespan. Most people believe aging is inevitable. That decline is natural. That weakness comes with time. They're wrong. After working in geriatric health for over 30 years, I've discovered something that changes everything. There are 3 measurements, 3 simple tests you can perform in your living room right now that will tell you with frightening accuracy whether you'll be independent and thriving 5 years from now or dependent and declining. These aren't the tests your doctor runs. These aren't blood panels or scans. These are functional markers that reveal the truth your body has been trying to tell you. And here's what nobody talks about. Most seniors fail at least one of these tests without even knowing it. They walk around believing they're fine until the day they're not, until the fall, until the hospital, until everything changes. Today, you're going to discover what these 3 markers are, how to measure them yourself, and most importantly, what to do if you're failing. Because unlike blood pressure or cholesterol, you can transform these numbers in weeks, not months. Let's start with the uncomfortable truth, the hidden crisis in your body. Your body is sending you warning signals right now. Subtle changes you've dismissed as just getting older. That slight unsteadiness when you stand, the way you brace yourself on furniture, the hesitation before stairs. These aren't signs of normal aging. They're distress signals from 3 critical systems that determine whether you'll maintain independence or lose it. The first system is your cognitive command center, not just memory, though that matters, but the intricate network that controls split-second decisions. When you step on an uneven surface, your brain has 200 milliseconds to analyze the threat, coordinate 26 muscles in your foot and ankle, and adjust your balance before you fall. If this processing speed declines by even 15%, your fall risk doubles. Most seniors lose this processing speed gradually, never noticing until it's catastrophically too late. The second system is your circulatory engine. Your heart doesn't just pump blood. It delivers survival to every cell. When cardiac output weakens, your muscles receive less oxygen. Your healing slows and your energy plummets. But here's what's terrifying. Heart weakness doesn't announce itself with chest pain in seniors. It disguises itself as leg fatigue, breathlessness after short walks, and overwhelming tiredness. By the time you recognize it as a heart problem, significant damage has already occurred. The third system is your locomotive foundation, your legs. Not just whether they're strong, but whether they possess explosive power. There's a critical difference. Strength is how much weight you can lift slowly. Power is how fast you can generate force. When you trip, you don't have time for slow strength. You need explosive power to catch yourself in a fraction of a second. Studies tracking thousands of seniors over decades found that leg power predicts survival better than almost any other single measurement, including blood pressure, cholesterol, or BMI. When any of these 3 systems fails, a cascade begins. Falls become likely. One fall leads to fear. Fear leads to less movement. Less movement leads to rapid muscle loss. Muscle loss leads to more falls. This spiral, once started, accelerates with devastating speed. But here's the revelation that changes everything. You can measure all 3 systems at home, and you can reverse their decline if you act before the cascade begins. The balance training lie you've been sold. For the past 2 decades, seniors have been told that balance exercises prevent falls. Stand on one leg, close your eyes, practice stability. It's incomplete advice that's creating a false sense of security. Balance training improves your ability to stand still, but falls don't happen when you're standing still. They happen during movement, when you're transitioning, reaching, turning, reacting to the unexpected. Balance exercises train the wrong scenario. Here's the deeper problem. Standing on one leg creates almost no mechanical load on your skeleton. Your bones need stress, significant repeated stress, to maintain density. Without adequate force, bones gradually weaken even as your balance improves. You end up with good stability but fragile bones. When you eventually do fall, your improved balance can't save you from a fracture. The same principle applies to muscle. Balance work maintains existing muscle, but it doesn't build new tissue. Your muscles need progressive resistance, increasing challenge over time to grow stronger. Static balance provides no progression. You plateau quickly, and then your muscles begin their slow decline again. Research from the Clinical Interventions in Aging Journal revealed something shocking. Seniors who did only balance training for 6 months showed improved stability scores, but no change in fall rates. Meanwhile, those who combined balance with resistance and multi-directional movement training reduced falls by 47%. The missing elements are force and direction. Your body needs to train for the actual mechanics of falling and catching yourself. That requires explosive movements, lateral stress, and rapid response training. Most falls happen during sideways stepping, twisting, or sudden direction changes. Your standard balance routine trains none of these scenarios. You're preparing for a test that will never come, while failing to prepare for the real exam. If you're ready to fix this, if you're ready to train your body for real-world fall prevention, subscribe now, because what I'm about to show you works, and it works fast. Movement 1. Multi-directional power steps. The most dangerous moment in a senior's day isn't what you think. It's not climbing stairs or walking outside. It's the split second when your weight shifts unexpectedly, reaching for something on a shelf, stepping around a grandchild's toy, pivoting to answer the door. These sideways and diagonal movements expose a critical weakness in most training programs. They only prepare you for forward and backward motion, but falls almost never happen moving forward. They happen when you move laterally. Your hips contain a group of muscles, the abductors and adductors, that control sideways stability. In most seniors, these muscles have been dormant for years. You walk forward, you sit, you stand. Your hip stabilizers receive almost no activation. They atrophy silently until the day you need them, and they're not there. Lateral training resurrects these muscles, but more importantly, it teaches your nervous system to coordinate both legs simultaneously during weight transfers. When you step sideways, one leg must push while the other catches your weight. This synchronized power is exactly what you need when you stumble. Studies published in the Journal of Aging and Physical Activity tracked seniors who added lateral stepping to their routine 3 times weekly. After 12 weeks, their fall risk scores dropped by 40%. But here's what's remarkable. Their forward walking speed also improved, even though they weren't training forward walking. The hip strength gained from lateral work transferred to all movement patterns. Beyond fall prevention, lateral training eliminates lower back pain in most seniors. Your gluteus medius, the primary hip stabilizer, connects directly to your lumbar spine. When this muscle is weak, your lower back compensates with every step, creating chronic pain and stiffness. Strengthen the glutes, and back pain often vanishes within weeks. Here's how to train lateral power correctly. Stand with feet hip-width apart. Keep a slight bend in your knees. Never lock them straight. Your core should be engaged, not relaxed. Think about pulling your navel toward your spine. Step directly sideways with your right foot, pushing forcefully off your left. Your left foot should feel like it's launching your body laterally, not just passively moving. Land on your right heel first, then roll through to your toes. This heel-to-toe landing absorbs shock and engages your calf muscles. Immediately push off your right foot and bring your left foot to meet it. The key is the push-off, not the step itself. Generate force from your grounded foot. Your upper body should remain upright, no leaning or tilting. Control is everything. Move deliberately, not quickly. Each step should feel powerful and stable. If you're wobbling or losing balance, you're moving too fast or stepping too far. Use support initially if needed, a countertop or sturdy chair, but focus on reducing that support over time. The goal is independent stability. Begin with 5 steps in each direction for 2 sets, 3 times per week. Your muscles need 48 hours between sessions to recover and grow stronger. After 3 weeks, increase to 8 steps per direction. At 6 weeks, progress to 10 steps for 3 sets. Once body weight feels easy, add resistance bands around your thighs or light ankle weights. Start with minimal resistance and increase gradually every 2 weeks. Combine lateral work with forward and backward stepping to create true multi-directional strength. Your body needs to be capable in all planes of movement, not just side to side. Movement. 2. Explosive reaction training. Most seniors move slowly. They've learned to be careful, deliberate. They think slow movement prevents falls. It does the opposite. When you trip, your body has 300 to 400 milliseconds to respond before you hit the ground. That's less than half a second. If your muscles can't fire explosively in that window, you fall. Slow, cautious movement trains slow, cautious muscles. Your nervous system learns to operate at low speed. When emergency strikes, your body simply cannot respond fast enough. This is why fall prevention requires explosive training, rapid, quick movements that force your nervous system to fire at emergency speed. You're not training your muscles. You're training your brain-to-muscle connection to react instantly. As you age, you lose fast-twitch muscle fibers first. These are the fibers responsible for explosive, powerful movements. Without specific training, they disappear at roughly 3% per year after age 60. By 75, you may have lost nearly half your explosive capacity. You retain your slow-twitch endurance fibers, which is why You can still walk long distances, but can't catch yourself when you stumble. Explosive training preserves and even rebuilds fast twitch fibers. Recent studies show that seniors who perform rapid movement training twice weekly maintain fast twitch fiber counts similar to people 15 years younger. But there's another benefit few people discuss. Rapid movements improve cognitive function. Your brain must process information faster, make quicker decisions, and coordinate movements with precision. This cognitive demand creates new neural pathways and improves reaction time not just physically, but mentally. Research from the Journal of Gerontology followed adults over 65 for 3 years, measuring their reaction speed and fall rates. Those who could execute a protective step within 400 milliseconds had 60% fewer falls than those with slower reactions. Response speed, not strength or balance alone, was the strongest predictor of who stayed upright. Here's the training protocol. Stand with feet hip-width apart. Weight on the balls of your feet, not your heels. This forward weight distribution allows rapid movement. Knees should have a slight bend. Perform rapid alternating foot taps. Lift your right foot 1 inch off the ground and tap it down quickly. Immediately lift your left foot and tap it down. Continue alternating as fast as you can control. The movement is tiny, barely lifting your feet. Think of tapping a speed bag in boxing, not marching. Your upper body stays stable. No bouncing, no swaying. All motion comes from your ankles and feet. Breathe normally throughout. Holding your breath will spike your blood pressure and cause dizziness. Maintain perfect posture. Chest lifted, shoulders relaxed, eyes forward, never looking down at your feet. If you need support, lightly touch a countertop, but don't grip it. Start with 10-second intervals, followed by 20 seconds of rest. Complete 3 rounds, 3 times per week. These short bursts prevent fatigue while maximizing fast twitch activation. After 3 weeks, progress to 15-second intervals with 15-second rest for 4 rounds. At 6 weeks, advance to 20-second intervals with 10-second rest for 5 rounds. Add variations once you master the basic pattern. Rapid feet moving forward and backward in small steps, or rapid side-to-side shuffles. These multi-directional variations prepare you for real-world reactions. Perform explosive training early in your workout when your nervous system is fresh. Never train to exhaustion. Quality and speed matter more than duration. Stop immediately if you feel dizzy or excessively breathless. The daily habits destroying your progress. You can perform these exercises perfectly and still lose ground if you don't address the lifestyle patterns silently, sabotaging your strength. The first destroyer is continuous sitting. Every 30 minutes you remain seated, your leg muscles begin protein breakdown. Your body interprets inactivity as a signal that these muscles are unnecessary and starts dismantling them for energy. But the damage goes deeper. Prolonged sitting shuts down an enzyme called lipoprotein lipase, which is crucial for processing fats in your bloodstream. Within 90 minutes of continuous sitting, this enzyme activity drops by 50%. Your circulation slows. Blood pools in your lower legs. Oxygen delivery to muscle tissue decreases. Your glutes the largest, most powerful muscles in your body, completely disengage when you sit. Hours of daily sitting literally trains these muscles to stop firing. They become dormant when you finally stand and need them to stabilize you or catch you from a fall. They don't respond. They've forgotten how. Research published in the British Journal of Sports Medicine tracked seniors for 5 years, measuring sitting time and fall rates. Those who sat more than 8 hours daily had double the fall risk of those sitting less than 4 hours. The high-sitting group showed 35% weaker leg strength and walked 20% slower. But here's the crucial finding. Breaking up sitting time reversed the damage even when total sitting hours remained high. Seniors who stood and moved for just 2 minutes every hour reduced their fall risk by 33% compared to continuous sitters. The solution isn't complicated. Interrupt sitting every 30 minutes. Stand. Walk to another room. Shift your weight from leg to leg. Perform 5 standing marches. Anything that reactivates your muscles and restores circulation. Set a timer. Make it automatic. 2 to 3 minutes of movement every half hour maintains muscle signaling and prevents the shutdown cascade. Perform simple exercises while watching television. Ankle circles, leg lifts, alternating knee raises. These keep your muscles engaged without requiring you to leave your chair. Replace 1 hour of sitting daily with light activity. Garden. Do household tasks. Walk outside. These provide the weight-bearing stimulus your bones require and the muscle activation that prevents atrophy. I've watched this transformation dozens of times. Seniors who implement the 30-minute movement rule experience strength gains of 30 to 40% within 2 months, even without formal exercise. They simply stop allowing their muscles to shut down for hours at a time. The footwear mistake causing invisible damage. The second destroyer hiding in plain sight is your footwear, specifically anything without a closed back. Slippers, slides, flip-flops. These backless shoes force your toes to curl and grip with every step, just to keep the footwear on your feet. This constant gripping exhausts the small stabilizing muscles in your feet and creates an unnatural walking pattern that cascades up through your entire body. When you wear proper supportive shoes, your foot rolls naturally from heel to toe with each step. This rolling motion engages your calves, strengthens your ankles, and maintains healthy joint mechanics throughout your lower body. The heel strike initiates a chain reaction of muscle activation that stabilizes your entire leg. Backless shoes destroy this pattern. You can't heel strike properly because the shoe would fly off. Instead, you shuffle, taking shorter, flatter steps that keep your foot in constant contact with the ground. This shuffling reduces ankle range of motion, weakens your calves, and eliminates the natural shock absorption your heel-to-toe roll provides. Your ankle joint requires structural support to prevent excessive rolling or twisting. Backless footwear allows your foot to slide laterally inside the shoe, giving your ankle no fixed reference point. This instability forces the ligaments and tendons around your ankle to provide all the stability, a job they're not designed to do alone. Over months and years, these overworked ligaments stretch and weaken, you develop chronic ankle instability. Your proprioception, your body's sense of where your foot is in space, deteriorates because your foot is constantly sliding around inside an unstable shoe. The toe gripping required to hold backless shoes on creates another problem. It exhausts the intrinsic foot muscles that should be stabilizing your arch and adjusting to different surfaces. These small but critical muscles become fatigued from gripping, leaving them unable to perform their actual function: balance, control, and surface adaptation. When you step on uneven ground, these stabilizing muscles should instantly adjust to keep you upright. But if they're already exhausted from hours of gripping to hold your shoes on, they can't respond. You're far more likely to roll your ankle or lose balance entirely. The solution is simple, but non-negotiable. Wear supportive, closed-back shoes whenever you're on your feet. This includes inside your home. Most falls happen at home, not outdoors. Your house shoes matter as much as your walking shoes. Look for footwear with firm heel counters, arch support, and non-slip soles. The shoes should fit snugly without sliding, but not so tight they restrict circulation. Replace worn shoes before the support breaks down, typically every 6 to 9 months for daily use shoes. If you have difficulty putting on closed-back shoes due to bending limitations, use a long-handled shoe horn. If laces are challenging, choose shoes with Velcro closures or elastic laces that stay tied. This single change, eliminating backless footwear, reduces fall risk by up to 25%, according to studies tracking senior falls in assisted living facilities. It's one of the easiest, most immediate improvements you can make. Your path forward. You now understand the 3 systems that determine your independence, the movements that strengthen them, and the hidden habits that undermine your progress. Implementation is everything. Knowledge without action produces nothing. Start with the movement protocol. 3 days per week. Lateral power steps followed by explosive reaction training. 8 to 12 weeks of consistent practice will produce measurable strength gains and noticeable stability improvements. Implement the 30-minute movement rule immediately. Set your timer today. This habit alone can reverse months of sitting-induced muscle loss within weeks. Change your footwear tomorrow. No more backless shoes. This non-negotiable change takes 0 additional time, but dramatically reduces your fall risk. These aren't temporary adjustments. They're permanent lifestyle modifications that separate seniors who maintain independence from those who lose it. The difference between thriving at 75 and declining at 75 isn't genetics. It's not luck. It's daily decisions compounded over time. You have a choice right now. You can close this video and return to the patterns that are slowly weakening you. Or you can decide that your independence is worth 20 minutes 3 times per week and minor adjustments to your daily routine. 5 years from now, you'll be living the result of today's decision. Choose wisely.